Okay, we're going to talk about DV8, which is a UK-based dance company. It was founded in 1986 by Lloyd Newson, and the DV8 stands for the dance and the video 8. So Newson likes to use those two mediums together to, I guess, enhance each other. DV8 often reflects Newson's psychological ideas and political ideas, his interests, social problems. He likes to talk about relationships, male and female roles, all that sort of stuff within his dance. And often his pieces are actually narrative driven. So although the performances, the pieces of work, are actually, primarily a dance piece, they all have a very strong narrative throughout them, which, putting those two together challenges the traditional idea of what a dance piece could be, and the same with the theatre. Theatre is often a narrative-based sort of work, and so DV8 likes to put those two things together. Each time Newson puts on a performance, he doesn't generally have like a group of performers that Newson works with. He might create the work and then from there pick his dancers and actors to go with the piece. So they suit the piece essentially. Within each of Newson's pieces of work, they take risks, I guess, aesthetically, like the way that they look, and also physically. And I'll show you some things on the website in a minute, and when you have a look at it, you'll see some of the stuff is actually quite confronting and quite challenging, some of the work. I did look at a piece and was myself quite confronted by some of the dance and the storyline, the narrative that is going behind the dance. So do be aware of that. If you do go and have a look at some of the pieces of work, it can be quite confronting. In the work, I guess, Newson's trying to communicate different ideas and different feelings. He wants people to question what's happening in his pieces of work. They can be quite radical, like I said, and quite confronting, but they are accessible. People can watch them and understand what's going on. Before they start a piece of work, they are fortunate enough to get lots of funding so that they can research everything thoroughly, so that when they start to put the piece together, they have a very good grounding and a very, some integrity into what they're actually going to be presenting, the storyline that's going to be behind it. Every dance creates meaning and what makes people discuss and look at these more complex issues. So I'm going to just show you through, if you now look back onto your screens, I've got the homepage up at the moment of the DV8 website. So I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger and show you up here. So there's the website up the top. And if you go to Media Portal, like I'm going to now, and there's heaps of resources. Check out our free videos. So you can actually have a look click on them, and you'll be able to see, I'll just show you, this is amazing, this one, some of the stuff that they do. So I'll just show you a little quick look at this one.
February 1999, I raised the question of forced marriage in the House of Commons. It was the first time the issue of forced marriages had ever been raised in Parliament. And this was 99. No one had ever mentioned it before. We didn't even call it forced marriages, because we knew we were going to get an enormous amount of flack. I think we called it community relations.
Okay, so as you can see in that piece there, there's obviously the traditional dance in it. They've got the movement, it's quite physical. but she's telling a story. She's got the narrative happening. This performance is called Can We Talk About This? And, you know, it's a lot longer than what I've just shown you there, obviously, and you can look into it further yourself later. I've also subscribed, so I might show you a little bit more in class. So you can see that Newson has used both the physicality as well as the narrative in this story. And, you know, well, they're talking about in that particular scene about forced marriage. So as you can see, that's a topic which, you know, it can be quite confronting. And I mean, the story goes into more, you know, detail about other things further on, but that just gives you a little bit of an indication of what's going on. Now, I'm just going to get out of this and show you. So I'm just going to go down. So these are all, can we talk about this? So this shows you another part of Can We Talk About This? Alright, I'm not going to show you more. Like I said, you can go and have a look at this yourself later. But, you know, they're not dancing around the stage here, but they have got like a very physical presence, and they're, you know, presenting a narrative and talking to us about a really important, well, topic. So you can see how Newson sort of uses both together here to create, to challenge those sort of boundaries of both dance and theatre, and to present political ideas. So, just lastly, if you want to go up, so it's dv8.co.uk, and you can go and have a look, and there's he's done heaps and heaps of work, as you can see. John, Can We Talk About This? To Be Straight With You, Just for Show, The Cost of Living, all that sort of stuff. Like I said earlier, he likes to use the video, the film, and the dance together, using those two mediums. Be aware that some of the content is quite challenging and quite confronting, okay? So if you come across something that, you know, isn't for you, then just stop. Don't watch any further. Alright, there's other stuff that's quite interesting on this. Yeah, so feel free, go through the website, have a look at some more of the resources. I'll probably show you some longer clips in class. Yeah, that was DV8.